Malachi coconut. We're going to try it and see how it tastes. Ooh. Oh, damn, I forgot my cup. Coconut flavored antioxidant beverage with vitamin E. It's Wonder Water. Antioxidant infused, no artificial sweeteners, electrolytes. Other benefits are daily hydration, gram of sugar, vitamin E, and zinc help support a healthy immune system and exotic flavors. Look at these ingredients. I don't see any of the ingredients that I've been noticing from the family and stuff that we should watch out for. That sounds interesting. DL alpha tocopherol acetate. Oh, that's vitamin E. All right. Smell like coconut. Ooh, honey. Oh, honey. Yeah, that's a different coconut taste. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna finish that. It's a different taste. It's different. Oh yeah, it's very different. Ooh, think you got to drink that fast. Then after a few bottles, I'll be drinking it like water. Once you get used to the taste and stuff of something, I like the coconut water in the blue. This ain't my in the blue can. Or a bottle or whatever it is. The blue container, this right here is something new. I just seen it at the Dollar Tree. Oh, we're going to get into reading because I'm late and stuff. But good day and gratitude. Thank you. I seen two. And you know, that's all I really need is to see two and stuff because sitting here waiting and stuff, I'm still kind of too new for all of that. And my ancestors let me know, as long as I see two people and I can get a good push, then that's it. I can start and stuff. It's kind of like when you're riding a bicycle, when you're learning to ride a bike, and you have to start off pushing the baby, pushing your child on the bicycle before you can actually let them go. So sometimes I still need that push, and that's just two. Yep. See it as one on either side. But that's for me and stuff. Maybe in the future, I'm sure it will, where, we'll be on just like that and stuff. Because I know some of my subscribes that I subscribe to and stuff, as soon as they come on and stuff, we be ready. We be ready, honey. And so, yeah, it's all progress and stuff. But I ain't rushing it. My ancestors were like, it's been over 400 years now. Face, you ain't got to rush. Just stay on course. Stay on the course. Get your rest. Relax. Release a lot of this. Process a lot of this. I wasn't even going to come on today. I just have to say we lost a brother today that I love dearly. And I hope he's flying free. I hope he is flying free. So, yeah. Where's the copyright disclaimer? I think I need to just read it off the paper. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No, but I think I'm gonna get my water. This right here too much. Yeah, that coconut water must have something else in it to have that little tang to it. I don't like that tang to my coconut water. I'll drink it over a few days, but it definitely won't be today. I don't like that coconut water. I like just the straight coconut water that's refreshing and plain. Now that's water. That is water, honey. Good day and gratitude. See, I found a bottle of water. Yeah. And that'll do just fine for what I got to do and stuff. Let me try to scoot up some. Is that Tay? Good day, Tay. It's so good to see you. It is so good to see you. And tell everyone I said hi and I love them. I love them to life and afterlife. I love everybody, all of us. Seems like a lifetime. Our lifetime. But let's read. We're going to go ahead and get to reading this stuff. POWERNOMICS by Dr. Claud Anderson. Let me maximize this right here. Oh, good day, AT. It's so good to see you. It is good to see you. It is so wonderful. I've been outside already. And I found a flea market. I just didn't have no money. But I will be pulling up on them when I get at least $20 to spare. I didn't even go over there. It was packed too. Yeah, that's what we need, flea markets and stuff. Thrift stores, garage sales, go to them. Get them little knickknacks they got. Yep, I'm looking for me another drill right now. A drill, get your little drill and little things that we gonna need. We can find them at thrift stores and stuff. I'm looking for a radio in a blackout or something. I run out of batteries. Oh, it's so much. But yes, it's so exciting. It's so exciting during our lifetime. I never imagined. Well, yes, I did. Not all of this. I didn't. I don't think I imagined all of this. However, the movies did alert us to some of these things. So it ain't kind of like, unbelievable. It seems so real that it's happening in real life. But we, through the movies and stuff, we know that it is a possibility. It is a thought that somebody thinking about. Like the movie Terminator. And where it seemed like, it's just a movie and stuff. But somebody thought about it. That thought was to become a reality. So all of that is just like damn diabolical to me. That's a new word, diabolical. To me it is. Your vocabulary, my vocabulary seems that I have new words that I use sometimes now. Because I'm learning different stuff. Yep. For my people. Learning for my people. That's it and that's all. All of this is for us. I want to know what's wrong with us, that we can't come together. We can't have no patience with us. And why not? Who done harmed us? We have been terribly harmed, terribly traumatized, tortured even. Our skin. Recently, our sister, Tanya Walker, they took Tanya's skin, took her epidermis, her skin, and her organs. And all of this is tied into history that we have no knowledge of because of religion. And that's what Pastor, Reverend Dr. Psychologist Ray Hagan said. We don't remember any of these. We don't have any connections, any thoughts of any of this because religion has disconnected us. He said, and this is Dr. Ray Hagan's, I'm not a psychologist. I dropped out of school. I'm the uneducated talking here. But I got a voice and I got common sense. And what he said was the self-hatred anyway, he coined it as dedicated ignorance because it's a term. Dedicated ignorance stands for self-hatred. And he said that we must start the process of undoing or reversing the ideas and concepts that have been programmed into the minds of our people by the religious statements and the church doctrines. We got to talk about these things. Y'all need to know these things. My family. And I didn't know harm or nothing. I ain't trying to harm you or nothing, but you need to know these things. I didn't get deeply into religion like my families did. Like we did, Black America, because we love church. We sincere when we in church. Oh, honey, we'll give our last dime and dollar. We'll stay till the lights is cut off. Sure, we'll make sure, sister, you sure you gonna stay? I'll stay. Rocking somebody, baby, on their lap. Or stay in that church till 9 o'clock last night. I was in there at 9 o'clock. Doing what? Everybody left at 1 o'clock. So I know how serious we take religion, but it's done harmed us because these religious statements and church doctrines have caused them to adopt a belief system that resulted in their loss of contact with what's real about us, what's factual about us, Black people, what's historical about us, Black people, what's spiritual. We done lost contact with all of that. Oh, honey, I'm smelling like a pressing comb over here. I just pressed my hair, just curled my hair. That's all right, though. But yeah, we done lost connection with that. I didn't know. I quit church as soon as my mama said, "Face, you ain't even got to go no more. You ain't got to bring that attitude and that look on your face. You ain't even got to come no more, glaring at everybody in church and stuff," because it didn't resonate with me when I was a little girl. Something was missing. Where was the church that used to talk about my people, us, our Savior? Where? That's what church used to be about. Now, it wasn't like that no more. It was just constant regurgitating. That's another word I done learned. Repeating. I love repetition. That's how I learned. But that's all it was to me as a little girl. Now, no, I don't think I want to be sitting up in here listening to the same old thing and stuff, you know. It wasn't resonating with me. It was not. As a little girl that used to read Roots, ain't nobody said nothing about the suffering, the trauma, the justice that's deserved for that book, for those things that happened to my people. So now as a little girl, I don't want to resonate. I don't want to be there no more and stuff. So I didn't have to go to church no more and stuff. And I didn't. Not like that. During my young adult life, I did with my daughters and stuff to try. You know, maybe Faith, you just take the babies. Maybe it'll resonate with them. But it just wasn't a place for us and stuff, for me or for them. Because we didn't have that connection. That connection was being lost. And somewhere along the way, I knew it deep down inside. That's why it's not really disappointing and traumatizing to me to realize that, darn, I got to research all of this. Yeah, you do. You got to research your Bible and your thoughts, your beliefs and stuff, everything you've learned. You already know it. Just read between the lines now. Stop going back to your same old scriptures you already know. Stop going back to them in that same old mindset. When it says one of the church doctrines and the religious statements and stuff, we ain't no good. That's what the church taught us. We ain't no good. Your heart wicked. Talking about us. You said the Bible talking about us. The Bible's about Black people. Let's put it into perspective. So when you look at that through a historical, when I look at that through a historical view, who ain't no good? Who hearts is wicked? Who is sinners? Who was born as sinners? And now that I'm learning now, in the book, they were her property. Little girl done told her daddy to go cut off her slave nanny ears and get her another nanny from the other county. That little girl even knew what county was the other county. The little girl was 3 years old. So what babies is born sinners? It ain't ours. It ain't Black babies, if you still don't know where I'm getting at. What babies have slaves and they ain't even made it in the world yet? They ain't even made it into the world yet. And they got slaves. Got that much evil in them being brought out and nurtured and flourished and watered and taken care of. That evilness that's in them. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. It still ain't us. Because we done put the bill, we done damn near tied the bill on us. White folks might have put it over your ass, but you tied it on, Black America. That's why we don't know nothing. That's why we can't critically think, because we got to rely on religion. Now you got some new information. We got some new information that you can really look at this. Ask your higher power. Ask them, where I'm from, it's God, Jesus, and Jehovah. There might be some other deities there, higher powers there and stuff. I don't know. I don't think nobody where I'm from is praising Yahushua and Yahweh. I don't think they made it down there. We don't know nothing about them. It's so many. Black America, you might as well pray to all of them. You might as well pray to Krishna, Buddha, Zoroaster, Horus, It's so many. You might say Tamun, Dionysus. When I find them, I'm going to read them all off to you. Because who you is praying to and stuff is just barely keeping you on the balance. It's barely keeping your ass on the balance. I ain't being disrespectful about your religion and stuff because it's yours. That's your intuition. That's your breath of life. But it's wrong. Black America, you've been calling on a cat, but you need a dog. Your ass need a dog. I ain't no pun intended, but it is a constellation called Canis Major. I think it's called Canis Major. I'm just saying. And then they told us that our hearts are wicked. We sinners. We under a curse. We under a curse. I've been trying to understand this stuff because Ham, Noah, son came in and seen him drunk and naked. One of them did something. And the daddy was mad about it because he went and told the other brothers. And the daddy was pissed off about it and cursed him and his kids. And who does that? I just want to say, looking at it without the indoctrination, looking at this through a uncovered view, a historical view, a spiritual view, a moral view. Who would do that? Curse their own child for seeing their ass naked. Probably done seen you naked and piss on yourself. Why would you curse your child? In my opinion, the only curse you under, Black America, because see, you ain't got away from God. Hell, you ain't no more distracted by God, religion, the high power, praying over your food, praying than nobody else in the world. You ain't no more disconnected, distracted, not really into religion than no other groups of people in the world. Why you feel like you under a curse? I'm going to tell you, Black America, in my opinion, these 9-10 books we done read since I've been here, the only curse your ass is under is white America. The only curse your ass is under is the indoctrination that white America done put you under. That's the curse your ass is under. Now, everybody is under their mindset. Everybody in this country, possibly the whole world here, because they all act like them. Everybody act like their asses. Like can't nobody harmonize. From this corner of the earth to the other corner of this flat earth, can't nobody harmonize a motherfucking thing for nobody. Not for the babies, not for the animal kingdom, not for the elderly people, not for the vulnerable, nobody. Not for the air, the waters that we need to sustain the planet. Can't nobody do it. Why? Everybody must be under this same ass mindset. To me, this mindset is anti-life. It's motherfucker. I don't care how you split it, how you look at it, it's anti-life. And people are pawns. People don't understand that they are pawns. Everybody in this country especially was supposed to stand up on a moral stance for Black America. And that was all they had to do, that one thing. That's just like, hold the camera straight, face. You got one job. Just hold the camera straight. If I move over there, that's all you got to do. You ain't got to find me or nothing because your camera's supposed to already be on it. That's all people had to do. Stand up for righteousness. Ain't nobody did it. Don't nobody want to do it. They want to blame Black America. Oh, you so wild. Can't nobody do nothing with you. You better get your shit together because they ready to turn on you. Everybody on their side. Everybody. And folks don't realize by doing that, you a pawn. You part of it. You're part of the problem. So this judgment, it's a judgment being called right now. Right now. About my ancestors. All of this that's happening, it's all about this right here. All about this right here, y'all. This right here is the catalyst for everything. All this evil, all that we seeing now, this madness and mayhem and murder and destruction, devastation, the earth opening up, just sinking. Yeah. Honey, why you think it is? Why do you think it is, Black America? You got to start reading your own Black Bibles. If you ain't going to read that white man Bible that's about you, that they done took and done did whatever they want to do with it, taught it to you backwards. You read the Bible. My mama Bible was so tattered and and wrote any annotations on that darn near every page in it. But my mama too. We all just embrace what we were talking about this Bible right here. This Bible said you're supposed to come out from under them. This Bible said you wasn't supposed to procreate, marry, having babies and building businesses and benefit. This Bible said your ass supposed to come out from under them. Who you thought it was talking about? Since it's talking about you, y'all quick to tell me now, faith, the Bible about us. We know that's Jesus. That's Jesus. Well, why you didn't obey? Then, why you still under the impression that Jesus looked like white skin, blonde hair, blue eyes? Why you still under that impression? Take his ass off your wall right now. I'm going to show you your Jesus. Since you don't know. Black America. Sick of y'all asses letting everybody tell you everything. And then want to say in the Bible, another one of them religious statements, lean not unto your own understanding. Why? Why not? Because my own understanding gonna let me understand that this right here is our Black Jesus. Let me maximize, honey, so I can show you Black America. This is your Black Jesus. Right here, baby. That's your Black Jesus down there. You see the cross? Do you see that cross under him? On his back? That's your Black Jesus. So if you must keep this Bible right here, you done did it enough. You done read it enough. If you ain't finna read between the lines, go on and put it under your arms, honey, and start reading your own Bibles for a chance. Start reading your own Bible for a change. We in a new era. We got new information. I know you feel it. I know you see it. You just keep ignoring it because you feel like you're blaspheming, but you ain't blaspheming. Ask your higher power since you feel like that, because it's true. I feel like I was blaspheming for like 9 months. I could have had a whole baby. Feel like I was blaspheming. Then it just dawned on me, common sense. Don't my higher power want me to know the truth? It's some things I don't know. I need to find out. I don't want to just keep, oh yeah, my mama believed and I believe, and my grandmama and my great grandmama and my aunties and my great aunties and my uncles. Everybody believed, didn't have no questions, no nothing. I'm not like that. I want to know, what did they mean when they said that it was another Jesus? Jesus wasn't the first original, the first virgin born deity. What does that mean? Don't just say, oh, it just means he had another name. We didn't call him that. Well, what did you call him? But we ain't supposed to follow them things. And I wanted to. I needed to. So I asked my higher power, don't you want me to find out what's really going on? This question still remains. What did they mean? Jesus was not the virgin born deity. The first virgin born deity. And so I listened. And my higher power, it told me, yeah, I can seek the truth. I do want you to know the truth. And so I started researching. That's what you got to do. You ain't got to sit there and be like, no, I'm not going to believe it. I'm still going to heaven. What that one scripture say, it'll be many false prophets and stuff. I ain't going to listen to them false prophets and stuff. Ask your higher power, can your ass seek the truth? Can you seek the truth? Ask your pastor what Dr. Ray Hagan said and see what your pastor got to say. Because your pastor possibly don't know. Dr. Ray said he didn't know for like 20 years. He did not know. That's how he woke up when he heard some brothers at another table. He was on a business convention or something. And him and his group was here talking. Him and the brothers, and the other brothers was there. And he heard them say that Jesus was not the first. He was not the first virgin born deity. And he said it made him so mad. Dr. Ray Hagan's ready to fight about Jesus Christ. Don't you say nothing about Jesus Christ. But 3 years later, it resonated with him. He started researching this stuff. It might take 3 minutes, might take 30 years. Took me 43 years to come to where I can finally research, look over everything. You Black America, you got to question everything. They ain't just lied to you. Honey, they done betrayed you. That's what's done happened. You've been betrayed, hoodwinked, bamboozled Your ass have manipulated your soul, manipulated Black America. You can't even stand up for yourself. You cannot. I'm just saying that's what religion done to you. It's done disconnected you from everything because the minds of most of our masses is still limited after all of this time by what Eurocentric historiographers have placed within it. So we compulsively find a label within the parameters of their history that's okay with them for us to do. It's okay for you to go to the movies. It's okay for you to go to church, go to school, become successful for yourself. You can even become successful individual, and white folks will love that. But it's what you do collectively that's the problem and stuff. But let me go on because I want you to know the true purpose of religion. I didn't know. Y'all didn't tell me. I thought religion, none of us. What y'all was progressing and elevating and learning, y'all didn't saturate that through our masses and it reached down south in them little bitty hick towns and stuff. You're supposed to be an organization. Church is supposed to keep up with churches. Schools supposed to keep up with schools. Your organizations and stuff, nonprofits, what have you, your establishments of that conglomerate supposed to keep up with each other. Because it's us that need this knowledge. Y'all didn't do that. That's why Yahweh is only here, and then you got Yahushua over there, and then you got Jesus and God down there. Yeah, you got to fix that, Black America, but I know you didn't know. I forgive you. I forgive me too. I don't think you failed in your life as much as I failed in my life. Because I did. Failed everybody. But that's okay. Because it wasn't meant for you to succeed then. Because you wouldn't be here now. Your ass probably be up there ignoring us and shit. Where the elite and the posh is at. But let me go on and stuff. Yeah, the compulsive behaviors like the movies, video games, religion, school, and the curriculums and shit like that. But in the definition of its true purpose, y'all, religion may be defined as a cultural, psycho-philosophical vehicle. It's a crazy-ass vehicle. Psycho mean crazy. Everybody knows psycho mean crazy as hell. It's a crazy, psycho-philosophical vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement. Your ass enslaved. Yep. You enslaved. That's what it means. Research it yourself. Dr. Ray Higgins. That's what he said. And he's a psychologist. I don't know. I ain't got no psychology degree, and you don't either, I don't think. So, yep. Just research it. It might make you mad, just like, when he heard about Jesus. Made him mad. But, you ain't got to give up Jesus. You just got to put Jesus in his right place. You just got to know the right Jesus. Stop looking at the white Jesus as he's yours, because he ain't. This is your Jesus. Every last one of them. Every last one of them is your Jesus. Okay? Do what with it as you may and stuff. Take your time, but don't take too much damn time, because I'm the last one at this fight right here. Those that's coming because of me is just like me. We ain't got no education. We coming with nothing but our sincerity and our love and dedication for black people. Black people. We ain't harming nobody else. I ain't harming nobody else. I didn't say you can't give a drink of water or a blanket or some food to somebody else. I didn't say you can't cuddle that little Caucasian baby till you take his ass over there where his own people at. Because we is not anti-life. I'm not. My mama wasn't. My grandmama wasn't. My great-grandmama, my daddy, my great-granddaddy. None of us was anti-life. My aunties, great aunties and stuff. We are not anti-life people. Black America. Yeah, we got our hot heads too, just like everybody else motherfucking got. They got their goddamn hot heads out there too. But for what? What the hell is everybody else hot-headed about? You ain't been enslaved in this country. You ain't been withheld from your natural cosmic giving rights. So what the hell is everybody else hot-headed about? What is you restless and frustrated about? I just want to know. So see, yeah, don't let that distract you about who we truly are. Because our hot heads they just got to get rid of that restlessness. I don't know. We all got, post-traumatic slave disorders. Yeah, Dr. Joy DeGraff. Yep, that's what she said. We all got PTSD, PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome. Yeah, we ain't never had no healing. We ain't never had no healing. Ain't nobody ever looked after us. Shit, if anything, the motherfucker gave you a little push knowing you can't even paddle on the bicycle. You doing like this while they holding the damn handlebars. But they gonna put you on there and give you a little ways and just push you like that. No, don't let them sit there and tell you something else. Pissing on your leg and telling you that, oh, it's lemonade. That's the new tea. Yeah, here, try this. Good, ain't it? I'm just saying, Black America, you got to wake up. Everybody else in the world waking up. Everybody else in the world is acknowledging this ship. They don't know what the hell going on, though. They ain't figured it out yet. Oh, this cause we help attack Black America. Oh, wait till they find out. Oh, this is judgment on what Black America done went through in this country. Oh, honey, I don't know what white folks gonna do. They might be come telling you, here, take the keys to my mansion, all my cars, I'm gonna give it to you right now. We don't want it. We don't want that. We don't want that. We got something bigger now. Yeah, judgment is coming. I will not take payment to divert this judgment that's coming down for what happened to my ancestors. I won't. No, honey, you better not do it, Black America. You better not do it. You better not try to divert this judgment that's coming down on America. That's all I got to say to you, honey, baby child. But I want you to know that the two end zones for your religion is the culture and racial superiority of the people who created it. That's why you feel like white folks is so, look at you. You just so unique and God's gift to all people. They so docile and fragile. And we love Miss Johnny. Mr. Charlie, the sweetest white man I ever know. He never hurt nobody. Mr. Johnny didn't tell your ass, Mr. Charlie didn't tell your ass when he was a firefighter. All them decades ago, and they used to go into the buildings and leave little black babies in the fires and stuff. They didn't tell you none of that. But see, they old now. They old now, but they done taught let all they little kids and stuff fester in these feelings behind doors when they in the house and stuff. Dr. Francis Cress Weldon said it. A white man told her. Yeah, Dr. Francis, that's what we do. When y'all not around, we talk about y'all. So don't come to me. I'll face you divided. You so divisive. No, the fuck I ain't divisive. I'm going to show your ass the division. Right here, I think I'm going to print this out. Because this right here, that's the division right there. That's the division. Y'all ain't gonna keep denying where this judgment is supposed to be focused on. What's happening here? You're not gonna keep doing it. And every day we see something else that's gonna happen because of all of this manipulation, all of this setup, this sabotage. Everybody is a pawn and don't even give a damn. Mother act like it's goddamn it, it's an honor. But for your ass, religion, honey, it ain't nothing but the paralysis of analysis. It's the paralysis of analysis to those who believe in it. That's you. You didn't create it. You did not create it. No. And about the book being yours, it's about yours. That's because they stole it. They stole it and put it in this book. And then also the man that wrote the book, that published or wrote or however the hell you want to say it and stuff, he also got another book. What is it called? This is the other end of good, though. Ooh, I got to find it, y'all. And I was like, what? So you got his good book, and then you got his other book. That's like both. You got the angel and the devil on both of your shoulders and stuff, So, yeah, it's more imminent now more than ever that you start reading your own Black Bibles. You're going to have to start. I don't know. You're going to have to start. Because the space inside of this circle right here, this is what Dr. Ray Hagan said. This is how he opened up every last one of his lectures. Go look at him. You ain't even got to stay here. Go look at Dr. Ray Hagan's. The space inside this circle represents my realm of knowledge. All that I think I know and whatever about whatever I think I know is depicted right here in this circle. Them your thoughts, your facts, your beliefs, everything you think you know is right there in that circle. However, I must keep in mind that there is more to know than what is within this circle. The circumference of my awareness. Look at all that information and knowledge out there for you, Black America. For you. You're going to keep your mind in this circle right here when you got so much knowledge, information, facts, history, right there. And you don't want to go out there and get it. You don't want to see what it is. You don't want to enhance yourself. You don't want to elevate. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. Yep. Oh, here it is, some more Christ-like historical figures. Since you love Jesus and God, you got Buddha, Krishna, Odysseus, Romulus, Dionysus, Heracles, Glycon, Zoroaster. Zoroaster is still being practiced. You know, then you got Horus. You got Horus. Horus is born of the Virgin Isis. Yep. All of them. Every last one of them. And then Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. Honey, that's really Asar, Aset, and Heru. Sure will. I'm tempted to say, take that picture off your wall too. Take that picture off your wall too. You got to start in the mind, Black America, and give yourself permission so you can start doing the work. You got to start doing the work, baby, because this is about divinity. See, they didn't tell us about divinity. I thought divinity, divine, was anything than what it is. Anything, it was the most clear, the most highest. Oh, it's like the perfect jewel in a little bitty box that you can see it, but you can't never touch it because it's so perfect and clear. Ain't got no fingerprints on it, no dust, no hair. You don't even see no breath or nothing on it because it's so pure and clean and sanitized and everything. Divine. You know, something divine like that, or I don't know, seeing a rainbow right there and knowing you, if you touch it, it's going to disappear. Something that's so divine. Honey, divinity is the understanding of the earth and the skies, the cosmos, the multiverse. Because I know now it ain't just one universe. It's a multiverse. It's a multiverse. Yeah. If Mr. Dickey got something to say, he know where I'm at now. And yeah, but it's the understanding of the earth and the cosmos and what's your relationship to it. That's divinity. Yep. Here it is right here. Religion is the path to the understanding of divinity. Religion is supposed to teach you about your divinity. Yep. Religion was supposed to tell you that and lead you to the knowledge. If it wasn't going to tell you, because they ain't told you shit. But it was supposed to lead you to that knowledge, guide you to that knowledge that you are God, Black America. If we'd have stayed on course for us, we all would know this. But all the pastors did and stuff. Reverend Wynn, yeah, I would like to talk in private too. Yeah. But I'm just saying, divinity is the knowledge of cosmology and ecology and your relationship to it. Your relationship to it. I didn't know. Well, even when I wrote this down, it took me like 13 years to come back to Dr. Ray Hagan's. Because when I first seen it, I was at odds too. But remember, my higher power had gave me permission. So I did the research. And it's been like 13 years since Trayvon Martin. I think it's been like 13 years, give or take a few. But now I'm back at it and stuff, you know, and I went and found my notes. I wrote them down, honey, as I had them then. Yes, I did. And that's why I still got it. I still got it. So it will take you some time, but that depends on you. That depends on you. Once your higher power let you know, yeah, do the research. We want you to know the truth. I need you to know the truth for you. Then you can either do it or you ain't got to. You do got free will. You do got free will. But Black America, you got to start thinking about your life and your afterlife. Where are you supposed to spend forever and ever and ever? You got to ask these questions. You need to know. Your history ain't like nobody else's motherfucking history that you know. Anywhere in this world. Not only here, but there too. Yeah. Can't nobody else say, no, we didn't get no reparations. We didn't get no help. Because they did. Your black ass the one didn't get nothing. You didn't get no acknowledgement. You didn't get no appeasement, no reparations, no tangibles, no curriculum. You didn't get nothing, Black America. So your traumas is unlike anybody else's traumas, period. And ain't nobody else forgetting their traumas, but you can't do that no more. I ain't even gonna read tonight. I'm finna get ready to go because it's hot. I'm going by the flea market and just look at some stuff. Ooh, I can't wait. I need a permission. Have y'all had permission? What's that little fruit with all them spikes on it? I've been wanting to get me one. Oh, honey, I can't wait to get one. I'm going to try it. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and read. I'm going to try to read. I really was. But I don't know. I wasn't supposed to. I think I'm a little too distracted. It's like 20 minutes anyway before I got to get up out of here and stuff. But I don't know, Black America. I wish I had the exact words that could just instantly give you the personal freedom that you need. But I can't. I can't just give you the words. We get talking about decades of our lives being indoctrinated, brainwashed under this illusion of inclusion. We are. It ain't no magic word or magic pill. You're going to have to go within. You ain't got no other choice. You're going to have to go within. And if it's okay with you to go to heaven and spend your eternity with these same people, I mean, that Jesus on your wall, because I know you ain't going to go take them off, Black America. I know us. We too sincere. When folks say, we hard-headed, we're hard-headed people. We're sincere people, even when we ain't doing right. And if we feel like it's the right thing to do, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. If we feel like it's the right thing to do, and you know it ain't, it's going to be we're going to have to go within to change it. But you got to. On this earth, on this planet right here, physically, Black people ain't never got no justice for what happened on this earth. God and Jesus did not deliver no justice on this earth for nobody. None of us. So when you get to heaven, where your justice at? Where you think heaven gonna be like? Heaven is not your vision. Heaven is white people's vision. That's their creation. Done told you your heaven is got all your treasures in, and your treasures is being stored up in heaven. Jesus ain't made sure your ass got no justice on earth. Black America, as a collective, what make you think you gonna get to heaven and get all them treasures that you storing up? What make you think white folks ain't gonna take it up there? What make you think God gonna set them straight in heaven on your behalf? When right here physically is where your ass hurting at. I know the Bible say ain't no pain in heaven, ain't no hunger in heaven. Said ain't no pain because we ain't got no physical body in heaven. You don't have a physical body in heaven. Everybody know that. We had to be physical here on earth. See, that's the story don't nobody know about right there. Adam and Eve is not our beginning. That must be white folks' beginning. That ain't our beginning. We ain't got no beginning. I don't know when it was cosmic energy wanted to experience life on planet Earth. I don't know. Don't nobody know. Cosmic energy just decided, I want to experience life on Earth. I want to experience life on Earth. I'm out here and all this big multiversity. So many multiversities, they don't even know how many it is. And I find the notes and stuff. I'm going to read what little bit I do got on it, though. Because I don't know if it's 4 different types of multiversities or whatever. But, honey, it is so, I don't know. I can't even explain it. Knowledge just out there at our fingertips, y'all. So white folks don't know. But I digress, though. What happened? Cosmic energy wanted to experience life on Earth. So it had to be in a human form. It had to be in flesh and blood like we are. And when cosmic energy descended to Earth, could have been a shooting star. It could have been a rainbow that actually touched the planet. They don't touch the planet no more because they're in the skies now. But they used to land on the planet. A rainbow. It would land across the whole planet. It would actually settle down on the Earth. That's possibly how you became, I don't know, how cosmic energy and the Earth molded together to form you. And you black people. Parent of all people. You the parent of all people. That's how you became to be. So you ain't got no beginning. You don't have a beginning. Everybody came from you. Everybody came from you. So when it do resonate with everybody, what they've done, yeah, don't you settle for the bribe. Don't you take the bribe. I don't give a damn how big that mansion is. Your ass ain't finna call your whole family to live in it anyway. No, you ain't. You ain't finna put no garden all the way around the house and have libraries and schools and daycares set up in that mansion. You know damn well you ain't. So don't even take it. Don't you let judgment do what it's got to do, because America is under judgment. America is under judgment, and it's gonna get what it deserved and stuff. You know, I ain't saying it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I can't decide to give it to him right now. Cosmic come through right now and give it to him. Now I can't decide that cosmic energy is on its own timing. It's timeless. We timeless. See, right there. Yeah, this is yeah. If I could do it, honey, if I had any bit of power, I would be everybody get the hell up out of America. I let you live and stuff, you know. I can live and let live. That's how my mama taught me. My mama always used to say, if I can't help you, I won't hurt you. If I can't help you, I won't hurt you. You gonna have to ask somebody else. And so, yeah, I can live and let live. I'm civil to people. I'm civil to people and stuff. I wouldn't cut a snake head off just because I don't like a snake. No, you ain't bring your ass in my house, I will chop you into little bitty pieces. I'm just saying, I'm not a violent, hateful, vengeful person like that and stuff. My mama wasn't like that, and I'm not like that either. But when it come to my people, honey, we need to see and live this life like it fucking is, in a motherfucking realistic way. Now, we got too much information and knowledge out here for us to still be with, oh, I can't do that. Old Sarah gonna be mad. Oh, Sabrina gonna have something to say. Turn that off. We'll finish watching that later. So fucking what? Sabrina can bring her motherfucking ass in here and set her ass down and learn, or take her ass back home. Because every goddamn day, she bringing her ass over your house. I don't even knock on the door no more. Just come right on in. Hey, sister, what you doing? Slinging that hair every goddamn word. Nobody and nothing can stop us from learning this lesson that we need to know, y'all. This is our last opportunity. Learn about your ancestors. Learn about yourself. Save these babies. You, honey, you can't look around and see what their future finna be like. Oh, honey, it's finna be like something nobody ever imagined. Ever. You know the evilness, the hatred, the racist spine that white folks got in America. How the fuck you think black folks gonna be okay with robots, electric cars that they black asses ain't gonna be able to get out of? Sure ain't. I don't know. Have fun in them now. Somebody told me some months ago, I'll face. I was on somebody thing and they was talking about this stuff. And I just said my part and stuff here. You better be particular, because at some point, everybody gonna be able to get out of them autonomous cars but black people. Your ass ain't gonna be able to get out, because the car is designed against your black ass. Yeah, you sitting in the back seat. How you gonna get up there and turn it off? You in the back seat waving at everybody. Yeah, drinking your famous Vegas drink or whatever the hell it's gonna be. But you ain't gonna be able to get out. Everybody gonna be driving, gonna be riding by in their Teslas and shit in the back seat, banging on the windows, like the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. And them kids was in that bus, and they couldn't get out because Freddie was driving the bus, and the kids were banging on the. That's how y'all black asses gonna be in them cars and shit. You better pay attention. You better pay attention. We got the old battles that we've been fighting. Our people been fighting and fighting and fighting. Ain't never had a moment's a footstep taken since we left them plantations of not fighting white America. We ain't. We have not. I don't give a damn how many babies you can produce from black people and white people being together. That ain't stopped nothing. It ain't helped it nothing. No, I don't see nobody that in an interracial family dynamic that's done went out there and challenged the status quo. Like Robin DiAngelo said, we read her book too. She was talking to her white people and stuff. We read her book. I ain't seen nobody that's done made an impact white, because whether they white or white and black, a couple or whatever, that's done made a huge impact to change the curriculum. See, it ain't got to start out but just like that right there. But when it grows and it expands, that's when it becomes the benefit. Ain't nobody did nothing to change the curriculum for their interracial child. They know goddamn well the world gonna see that little mixed baby as black when it grow up. What the fuck is they thinking? Oh yeah, they gonna treat them white. They know. No, they ain't. Soon that baby get a little bit older and them ears get to turning brown, they knew she was going to be dark-skinned with her little mixed pretty self. Some pretty babies, cause her little knuckles, they were a little bit tan. You know, our babies, they knuckles be black. Soon they come out here, they ears right there. But yeah, we know they're going to be a beautiful chocolate color. Well, them mixed babies, honey, when they get about 12, 7, 13, and get out in that sun, oh, honey, them babies finna be chocolate brown. I'm just saying, caramel brown or some shit like that and stuff. Let their hair get wet. Honey, please. Them babies gonna be seen as black too. Shit, y'all better stop letting people play with y'all Black America and tell you somebody else. Now they finna reclassify your black ass. Well, that's what I think. With the new census, I ain't even familiar with censuses and stuff because I don't really recall signing many of them. Well, they come out like every 10 years, maybe 2 or 3 times, I guess, maybe 1 time, twice, I don't know. But this new census that's coming out, if it do reclassify y'all and stuff, yeah, somebody else finna claim to be black. Eventually, that's the road they heading to. And once if that does that and it separates you, Black America, into subgroups, you ain't gonna get no money. You ain't gonna get no few little tangibles or assistance that you getting now, because they gonna feel like, no, they such a small group. We're gonna just take all of that back, and they such a small group they can't organize themselves and they can't be responsible and allocate the funds and the benefits that they're getting. There's such a small group. Just have them come in every couple of weeks, every couple of months, and we'll update things for them. It's going to be that type of bullshit again because ain't nobody paying attention. Well, it was on Mike TV. They done classified us so many goddamn times. I'm like, damn, who is going to be black? And then they show the new orange is the new black. Well, read between the lines of that. Who is finna be the new black? Who finna be the new black people? Because you don't want to be black. You don't want to have black babies. You want to go out there and have mixed babies. And then white folks finna get smart, see. White folks are worried about, and they possibly already knew they were going to do this shit. Dr. Francis Chris Weather said white folks are fearful. They in fear about white genetic survival. At some point, they finna let their little mixed babies know, yeah, we done let our babies, the interracial thing is done became like the norm now. So now they can put it into action. Now they can flip the script with it. Because everybody doing it. Everybody doing it. Your ass think Mr. Charlie is your savior. Mr. Charlie gonna save you and make life better for you and shit. Honey, you been fooled. They done fooled the hell out of you because you don't even know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna tell you at some point what's gonna happen. But what they gonna do with these babies? Start teaching these mixed babies and stuff to get a white man when they grow older and get married and have babies. Yeah. Because that's going to add more numbers to white people. Their number one fear is white genetic survival. Your black ass done help them survive their own fear of being extinct. Yep, of being extinct because they ain't making enough babies. How else they going to make babies? It's a process. Who was that? Dr. Umar said take 3 generations to wipe out that black gene. Yeah, wipe your black ass right on up out there like, yep. All they got to do is start telling them babies you want to go on vacations. You want to be able to, don't even worry about your bills and stuff. You want to have money. You want to have your bank account. You ain't got to get out there and mow their yard and stuff. You're going to have a whole land, a gardener that's going to come and do you landscapes every year and stuff. And you're going to have a big old home. You're going to always have air and central heat. You ain't going to be hungry. You and your babies. You're going to have more than one car, you know, and you're going to have the riches and stuff. Then they're going to start telling them. And we don't let our people, we don't let our white people go through some hard times because they intermingled. They mingled with black people a little bit too much. But see, since we switching things back around, we're going to let you know, well, this right here is your generational wealth. And I just been having it stored up for you because they let us know to have generational wealth for when we flip the script on them. That's how it's going to go, some bullshit like that. Something that we never would have thought of. Because that's how they think against us. They're always a few steps ahead and stuff. So stop having babies and shit with white folks. Have babies with your damn self. Let other people have babies with white folks. If you in love with a white person and stuff, and you know she gonna want to have babies and stuff, you know this. At least talk about your history. I ain't saying get in there and talk about this and that and that and that and only. You do want to talk about things and stuff, but please talk about your history. See what her mind is. Anybody that's telling you, no, that's a long time ago. I don't think that's even relevant for how I feel, Travis. I really love you and we can have a good life together. And why should we bring this up? And look around us, Travis. The world is different now. The world is a flower now, Travis. It's a bouquet. Well, throw that motherfucker in the ditch because I ain't gonna be in it. And if you gonna be with me, you ain't gonna be in it either. Because black people, what you got to decide, you and your interracial power, your interracial loved one or spouse or whatever partner, what you got to decide, bottom line, I'm not politically correct, so I just try to word it makes sense to you. You got to decide who deserves to live. Who the hell deserves to live? Whose lineage deserves to live on? Even today, you goddamn right. Today, allegedly 2025, this is the model. I don't give a damn what nobody's showing you. Because ain't nobody showed you this. Ain't nobody dealt with this. We ain't finna overlook my ancestors. So your ass can sit up there and prove, yeah, well, see, we got this and this and this, and we've done this, and look at their face and see all of that. Fuck that shit. I'm talking about this, who deserves to live on. Because, see, you can get that same stuff. You can get that same stuff. You can get your own mini mansion. You can build your own mini mansion, and I prefer you do. Build your own. Anything that's materialistic, honey, that's all it is, materialistic. It's superficial. You, Black America, got something that's more powerful. You're going to have to decide who deserves to live. In our relationships, in our marriages, in our lives, making babies, falling in love, you're having sex and shit like that. You got to decide. You got to decide. Keep your ancestors in your relationships on your mind, in your heart. I bet you Sabrina and Karen won't want to sleep with you then. You'll really see what they're about then when you tell them out. Well, let's just say. We know this is Willie Brown right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we know John Hartfield was he was lynched, and it was 10,000 white people at his lynching. I think it was 1909, 1906, something like that. 10,000 white people came to that man's lynching. White kids in the trees and stuff, honey, they were pissing on John, throwing rocks on him, spitting on him, picking off branches and tossing them down there, and got a huge stick and just started jabbing him and stuff like that. And the motherfuckers had him tied to something and stuff because they had lynched him. The governor knew. I think it was in Ellisville. The governor knew it was going to happen, couldn't do nothing. The NAACP knew about it, couldn't do nothing. Because white people would put it in the newspapers that there was going to be a lynching on such and such day. That's what this book right here is about. Sometimes we'll read a few of them out there, maybe Richard Coleman and stuff. And all of that right there, I'm just saying, where the justice for them at and stuff. So John Hartfield, thousands of people left Tulsa in shock, running for their life. There's a saying out there, you probably don't hear it now, but it's called the Hajira of black people. Yep, Hajira of black people. And it's because black people were running for their lives. All of them massacres, I didn't never know about all of them massacres and shit. That's why now today, I don't forgive a goddamn thing that I'm learning about. I don't forgive none of it. None of it. But see, you Black America, you didn't ask no questions. So John Hartfield's, his great nephew, because see, after these right here, we used to name our babies after them. Yeah, your Uncle Johnny, he was lynched. Yeah, that's who you named after. That's why we named you Johnny May. You named after your great uncle. Yeah, that he was lynched. And you would celebrate his birthday. She would tell her kids about him and stuff. She would name her babies after him. It might be a Jonna or a Jonah or something, some version of it and stuff. We stopped doing that. We stopped doing that because what happened was somebody done fell in love. Think they in love and stuff. So you bring Sabrina home. John brings Sabrina home. And they go to his house first. They go to her house first. Her family knew exactly what he was, who he was, when they heard that last name, Hartfield. Yep. But see, he didn't have the same name, Hartfield. His mama married, so her last name was her husband's name. But when he said they got to talking and stuff, Yeah, we've been in this town right here for hundreds of years. Our family owned the sewing factory and that chain of grocery stores over there. We own all the laundromats around here. We've been here for years. So Jonah said, well, I'm from Baltimore, but my family's been here hundreds of years too. Yeah, my family, did you know Bertha Hartfield? And the family were like, Hartfield, we remember that name, Hartfield, because they know John Hartfield. See, we don't have conversations with white folks. Your ass just go fucking them, sleeping with them, having babies with them. And now your ass got to accept the consequences, and you still got to do the work for it. You still got to let them babies know so that they can go on the right path from here forward. Black America, this must be addressed. We can't ignore it no more. You can't reject it no more. That's why we under a curse. Black America, that's the curse you're under. White folks, yeah, they building their own little town now. I thought it was in Missouri, but I think it's Arkansas. Let them build that motherfucker and get off to themselves and stuff. Let other folks go be with white folks now, because that's what they want to do. You can't encourage, embrace, cuddle, pacify, tolerate, compromise, sacrifice, forfeit, nothing else to white folks. Black America, you cannot. This where the rubber meets the road. If Sabrina tell you, well, Jonah, I'm taking these kids and I'm leaving. Well, we ain't gonna be together no more. You can't keep playing this every day when we come home from work. I come home from work and you're listening to Brother Polite again. I come home, you're listening. Who is that? Dick Gregory. Why we gotta listen to him, Jonas? Why do these babies want to look at Peppa Pig? Why we wake up every morning and stuff, and you got nearly full of cartoons on and stuff? That's gonna let your black ass know that you're gonna have to say, no, they coming with me. These babies coming with me. The world is finna see them as a black man and a black woman. Your family only gonna be here so long. I know you planning on living forever through your robots and your human transplant, whatever that shit is. They put that chip in your brain, but that's not reality. These babies need to come with me. They're gonna grow up and we still can co-parent or what have you. Y'all gonna have to make some tough decisions about that, Black America. Because if you don't, some of that judgment gonna be yours too. Some of this judgment is gonna be yours too. Do with it what you may. I don't care, honey. I'm just letting you know so that you will know. And just start thinking about your afterlife. Start thinking about where you want to spend your forever after. If you even care. Heaven is big. Heaven is very big. You know, you probably can get into some little corner and you won't see many white people, but it's still theirs. It's still theirs. Heaven is. You know, with this new knowledge right here, I know I'm going to the afterlife. I'm going to the 12th of never, like Earth, Wind, and Fire said. Fuck the dumb shit. I don't ever want to see a white, a skin, nothing. A white vibe. I don't want to see white people ever again. I don't care if they ain't got no physical body. When I leave planet Earth, I want to be with all black people. And that's what Mother Earth doing right now. She purging herself of white folks. Yep, you better get out the way, Black America. You better get your ass out the way. Mother Earth is purging herself of white America because white America has polluted her waters. They've polluted the airs and stuff. They all out in space with their huge CERN machines and shit like that. They done killed off and extincted a whole lot of them. I don't even know how many of the animal species they done extincted. Over 60 plant species gone. They done chopped down hundreds of thousands of trees. Well, you know, the planet got like 300 million trees on it. But the skies, the cosmos got like 300 trillion stars. It's something, it's huge. It's huge. Your mind can't even imagine it. Well, mine can't. But them are like some astronomical numbers. That's why I said them and stuff. But because of all of that, Mother Nature is sick and tired. She want to go back all black. At one time, the planet was all black. You cannot deny that. You can't even dispute it. I didn't even know. But now that I do know, and all of this is coming together. Once you start learning, George Fraser said, you got to connect the dots. You got to read, family. I know you don't like to read. I know reading causes us an anxiety because we couldn't read. There should be more motivation to learn how to read better. Start with yourself and stuff. If you want to, FaceTime me sometime and stuff, and we can read together. Yeah, we can read together. I'll give you some good ways that you can remember your letters and how you reading and stuff, and you can put it together and stuff, because it ain't even that hard and stuff. It's really pleasant. It's pleasing. It's relaxing. You can go places when you read. Yeah, honey, when you come back and stuff, you done close that book up, you be like, damn, I'm still at the library. I'm still at the, wherever you at. I'm still under this tree. Yeah, turn around, get that tree a hug and go on and leave. I'm just saying, but you don't have to fear reading no more and stuff, because there was a law that you couldn't read. That's why you feel like that. Them babies, they don't want to read because they scared to read. They don't know how. It's a fear that was passed down to us about reading. It missed me. I don't know how, but it missed me because I love reading. But I do want to say I recognize it in my own children, grandchildren. They've had some. They ain't got them now. But when they were younger, they had them anxieties about reading and stuff. I've seen some videos of some children, our children, having them same reactions to reading. And I was like, oh, Lord, somebody tell sister to lay off. She might need to lay off for 2 days or 2 weeks, because that baby, he be blacked her ass in her eye trying to make him read. He was getting too worked up and stuff. It was too hard. We don't know if he got dyslexia. You don't even know if he know what the letter is. You don't know what the reasoning is that he can't get through that first sentence, that first word, that title. So we got to start right there with them and stuff, because it's very traumatizing. And then you put a book in front of them and stuff. Yeah, I got that bad and stuff. I'll bring my babies a book here. Sit down, let's read this right here and stuff. And they looking at me. Oh, and I can tell they little sweat breaking out on them and stuff. We got to pay attention to these cues. But let them know it ain't even that difficult. It's really pleasant and stuff. And then people won't bother you when they see you reading. Honey, when you reading and stuff, people used to tell me all the time, you so unapproachable when you're reading. Good, let me pick up 2. Let me pick up 2 books then, since I'm so unapproachable. But let our babies know they ain't got to be worried about it no more. Let's see our way through this. Let's help our way through this, because we need readers now. We need readers now. Fuck them games and stuff like that, and your phones and stuff. You sitting on that game. Her ass ain't but 9 years old and been on that phone playing Candy Crush, Diamond Dash for 4 hours straight. Something wrong with that, Black America. Something is wrong with it. I don't care. Let me get this book right here I got for the little bitty ones and stuff, because I got to go. They like stuff like this. Where the pop-up book is? They've been over here. The grandbabies been over here, so they have their books and stuff. They like, Nana, why you got the stuff sitting out like this? And I told them, because some of them I bring them out. These go in their little closet in there, because, see, I got a personal library for them, so they can be reading. They like stuff like this that'll open up. They like stuff that'll open up, and then they can be reading it and stuff. And while they reading to you, say y'all at the table or laying on the bed or on the floor or something, on the carpet, and they reading this right here to you, then you can be, looking at this and giving them visuals and stuff. You ain't paying attention to them, because all Shay over here, she's stuttering, she's sweating, and she's signing. The universe is all around us. Everything you could think of. And so she got to work through it and stuff. So, you looking at the picture and, and all that and stuff. You ain't looking at them, because that's going to set her off and stuff like that. But they like stuff like that. They help them get into it and stuff. And it's beautiful. And y'all know, since y'all are you are literally the cosmos manifested. If we was to take the smallest scope on the microscope and look deeply, 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 so deep inside of you, Black America, you know what I see? This. Yeah, the cosmos. That's you. Where is that big one, that big, beautiful one and stuff? I want you to see what it would look like. It would look like this. To look inside of you. Yep. The cosmos. You really can see it. I know white folks tell us that it's you see the cells and the amoebas and all of them little things and stuff, and you do on the way. But you know how when you go get your eyeglass, your eye vision check, they give you that test and stuff, and they switch lens, and you can hear it switching and stuff, and you can see it because your vision changed while you're looking at the thing. Well, it's the same way. When you looking through that microscope at Black America, and you get real down off in it, into your soul, into your spirit, into the life force of you, that's what it is right there. White folks don't have this. That's why you got true, sincere communion, a connection, a relationship with the higher power. My higher power ain't got no name no more. Nope. I decided he don't have a name no more. If I ain't got no beginning, I'm timeless. Then where the name come from? It wasn't no Yah. It wasn't no Yah for Yahushua, wasn't Yahweh. It wasn't no Jah for Jesus, no Good for Gaia. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't no sound. The only sound you probably heard was feeling that star, that shooting star coming by. And it was like, but it wasn't no sound. So mine is just cosmic energy. Maybe somebody will come along and teach me face, well, this was the sound, that it was. Maybe the sound was that shooting star, that black hole being made and stuff. Maybe that was the name of cosmic energy. I don't know. I just call it cosmic energy. If I'm going to call on anyone, I'm going to call on all of them. We are going to get some Bibles, some more Bibles other than that one right there. It's a lot of Bibles too, because it's 4,200 religions, y'all. Black America, you got to start thinking in terms of your history. In terms of your history. I know Dr. Ray Hagan said the historical, spiritual, factual, and the real connections and stuff, but you really need to get in touch with your historical history, with your historical connections. You need to reconnect them so that you can know what happened to you as a people, and then you can kind of see your way further from that, if that even makes sense. I gotta go, but yeah, I love y'all, and I thank y'all for being here and stuff, because this is deep. It is deep, and I don't really get to talk to it a lot with other people and stuff, like I do in depth to y'all. And if I do, I just give them the basics, in my opinion, and yeah, let them start from there. And when they see me again, oh yeah, they be going, tell me some more about that afterlife you were talking about. And I just have to let them know Adam and Eve is not my beginning. And yeah, I'm a black woman. Adam and Eve is not my beginning, honey. And I'll let them know. This morning I seen a sister when I was out giving out some flyers. I should have got one so I could show it to you, but I said I ain't going. And but so I didn't get it. But I just told her, no, I'm not going to heaven with Jesus. No, I'm going to the afterlife. I told her I got my own black Jesus. So other than something like that, I really don't get to talk in depth to our people and stuff. But that's enough, because when they see me again, honey, oh yeah, they be waiting. Yeah, well, can you tell me a little bit about that afterlife again and stuff? And so, that's how I began. But on here, it's a little different. I guess it's a little bit more lenient because I got more time and stuff. And I guess it might be telling more than one at a time. I don't know. But that's just me here doing what my ancestors told me to do. I'm probably not even supposed to be commenting all this commentary and my opinions about stuff and shit that's going on. But hey, since I'm here, I'm going to give my opinion on some things that I see going on too. So y'all know that I'm real. I ain't no fake. I'm not lying to you. I don't want your money. If you do give me some dollars, we're going to get some more books. And we ain't coming back reading no Helen Keller, Amelia Bedelia. We ain't reading none of that here. I don't read that type of stuff no more. I used to read Anne Rule was my favorite true crime. Yes, honey, Anne Rule, white folks, or something else. And I loved it, Harlequin romance and stuff. But all that stuff is distracting. You need to put them readings to the side. Put them in your lobby. Donate them. And start getting you some black books. Black books. Start reading to them babies and stuff. While Shay stirring them eggs up and finna cook y'all breakfast, you go on and be reading. Go on and read. And then when you start doing something, tell her, here, read this paragraph. Give me 2 minutes. Read this paragraph, Shay. And the other babies, they're going to be sitting there and they're going to be looking. And, just tell her, read at least the first few sentences while I do this real fast. I'm going to just put these toasts on. Anything like that. Just be creative. Hell, we the most creative people ever. You done survived all of this. You done survived so much. Please survive whatever's being planned for you. I don't know if it's going to be a missile or a meteor. I don't know. I truly don't. I don't know what's being cooked up. But I know everybody's finna get some of it. Everybody finna get some of this oppression. Yeah, just make sure you survive, okay? Mother Gaia is helping you. Mother Earth is purging the earth of everybody. So you need to get out the way. Okay? Whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like. I'm just saying, but who is this? If you was in Africa and you was in an emergency situation, could you call 911 for help in 1968? I would say don't call 911 in 1968. You probably want to call your black coalition or whoever you trust there. And I don't know, honey. But I thought you were going to say here in America, I was going to say in 1968, honey, you better call the Panthers. Your ass better call the Black Panther Party and let them have one of their ambulances come and pick your ass up and take you back to their hospital and set up center and get you some care. Yeah, and maybe feed you some breakfast in the morning time when they feeding the babies breakfast and stuff. That's where WIC come from and stuff. But in Africa, I don't know. In Africa and stuff. No, I didn't wake up. That's a song. You woke up nasty. I was like, I didn't wake up nasty. I was like, no, I didn't wake up nasty. No, honey, I always wake up thinking about my ancestors and my people. If you guys saying you need to remember here, would you fly to Africa for your medical? Would you allow the white man to heal you here? 1968. Oh, that's you saying this is you. Like at the end of something you say, and then you put the little dash and you write your name. Oh, well, if I was in Africa, I think I would stay in Africa and get my healing. I think I would stay in Africa and get my healing. Yeah, I would. I don't know about nobody else. Well, you're going to come to America and get your healing for when you in Africa, the motherland. You got something there. I don't care if you got to stop eating everything but drinking you some water and coconuts. Fasting, now we know fasting helps you heal more than anything. Unless it's something really, truly, necessarily needed. No, I ain't coming to America for no healing and stuff. Life is a cycle. You here until you got to transcend and go to your next higher place of being. And I get that we don't want to go because of something that can be fixed, but yeah, for me, no, I wouldn't know. If I was in Africa, I would stay my ass in Africa and get my healing there. Sure would, honey. Y'all be like, why you? I understand you grounding and walking on the ground and stuff, but why you sleeping out here, face? Get up and go in the house, because I need that energy from the earth and stuff. But that's just me. I'm different from other people. Shit, if it's over, it's over. Time for me to go, y'all. Then I'll be like that. And I'll tell y'all, don't be sad and stuff like that, because you got to go too at some point. But, we are indoctrinated people, so we don't think like that. But I love y'all, and it's 1:36. I didn't stay on that long. About 1:30 is about right. But I didn't get to read. And we'll get back to it. I just got so much I'm thinking about and stuff, And love yourself, love your family. Have some gratitude. Keep a song in your heart. Sing good times all day if you want to. Good times. I know, right? Oh, Instagram wasn't even recording. Ain't that some shit? Well, we'll figure it out. I love y'all. Peace and power to the people. And stay safe out there.